So last time I met a met a voice told me that it was more like a podcast. Still, I'm gonna call it a voice blog. So last time it took so long for me just to upload one audio file because I couldn't get it on. I tried to get it on YouTube, but then there's a lot of stuff that you have to go through before you do. But anyways, I'm gonna do it again. This time I'm gonna talk about your last year's resolution. There are two kinds of people in the world: those who make New Year's resolution and stick to it, and those who do it just because others do it. I'm not here to talk about yet another episode of how important or unimportant these so called resolutions are. This time, let's look back on the one in our previous year. Here's what I made at the end of 2017 and 2008, at the beginning of 2018, while being on honeymoon because I got married in December of 2017. So you can look at this picture on the right. Has like one, two, three, four, five, six boxes, and I got most of them done. The things on the left, the points on the left are the current. So I got married in both countries, didn't convert to Korea, and rent a house close to MRT, close to work, but the price was, look at the sign. And I lost a lot of weight, and I lowered a lot by body fat, and didn't reach my ideal metabolism, but it's good enough. And I listed out when I made the list. I listed out every workout days, but after I reached my goal at that time, I just kind of wanted to maintain or didn't want to do that much anymore again. So I had 3 to 4 hours of workouts a week, and then I wanted to work in high school because I was going through some interviews, or I almost had some interviews. But now I work in an elementary school in the morning. I used to work for another co-learning organization. I had 3 students, and now I work in a new organization, and I have 4. I did that one. And at night, I have my free language classes, so pretty good. Then I lost my interest in pursuing masters. This music is too loud. Then I found my interest in masters again, but probably not this year or not next time, not sure. If I go to Korea, I probably will go for masters. And I didn't used to read books, and now I do. And I did not learn Korean. Why I really was gonna start, but then just have enough motivation. So this really isn't very detailed, as how they say you should have a big goal and then tiny steps towards execution. Most of the items, however, on the list are fulfilled, or at least to some extent. There are some that are only there to remind: learning Korean and read more books. Um, Also, it isn't a difficult list, to be honest. I guess I could say that it was better than nothing. I had to drink some water. What was yours like? What was your resolution, if any? Did you think about losing weight, joining the gym, or having that photo shot for Instagram? Wait a minute, let me check some typo. Did you think about changing your job, working overseas, or starting your business? Did you think about learning dancing, playing an instrument, or a language? Well, my wife and I, we tried, um, we tried to we tried to learn a kind of Chinese or Taiwanese martial arts, and we did it for like 3 months, but then she hurt her finger, so and never go back. These are not random questions. Sorry, I got a little carried away. So those 3 questions were not random questions. They are for your physical, mental, and career. Before a new year starts, we think about making big changes in our lives because we lack the push both from others and self. We've been enduring the wrongs daily. The same old routines make us thank goodness for stability but ruin us inside. We don't want change, not even in the near future. We're afraid of it, even if the present kills us, as long as it's slow. To try to break the vicious circle, the way to give a reason to push yourself while being trendy. We make resolutions every year, but this is bullshit. Pardon my language. If you don't make progress every day, you're not gonna make a difference every year. And every year it's gonna be the same thing over and over. You fail every year. What did they used to say? Rome wasn't built in a day. But okay, let's be fair. Sometimes it does help people to start these resolutions. But more often than not, we do not know how to use it and ended up becoming less motivated because of the halfway method that most people seem to do. It acts more as a demotivator. It defeats the purpose. So, stop make New Year's resolutions. What we need to do is to look back on the past plans and start dealing with them. Let's get straight down to the facts. Let's get straight down to the facts. Feels weird reading a script. The people who need to do this are not the most active, organized, and or self-driven ones. We need to start looking at the bowl of problems in front of us, starting this year. Thanks for listening and reading. Thanks. So, I noticed that I never have anybody commenting, but don't worry. I mean, not don't worry, but I think it's if you want to leave a comment, you have to log in, and you don't have to do that. You can always what's that? There's an email link somewhere in the website on the website, and if you saw this, well, if you probably saw this from my Facebook or from my Line account. There's somewhere connected to me. If you want to leave a message there. Because the website doesn't make it too easy for people to comment or everything. Thanks for reading. Thanks for listening, watching, whatever. And I'll see you next year. Bye-bye. This music is Thailand 2019 relaxing chill out music to study, relax, or work. For your reference.